Hey, I'm Anthony Romano, and this video is going to be on why the keto diet is the best way to maintain your physique and stay lean year-round. Now, I've made videos similar to this in the past, but I've recently got better acquainted with some of the false beliefs people have surrounding this topic, so I felt compelled to make this video. This is definitely one of the more, superficial and cosmetic-oriented videos that I make on keto, but it is nonetheless still important, and people want to know about it, and there's a lot of powerful reasons here that I'm going to get into. So, the reason why keto is the best way to sustain a physique when we're talking about remaining lean is because one primary reason. It allows you to stay lean because your insulin is generally lower and it doesn't require you to be in an energy deficit during that time. So because of that, most people tend to look at remaining lean as a matter of a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus. They try to basically just say, okay, eat at your maintenance and that's it. But oftentimes that's easier said than done. Okay, people will end up getting a little bit of fat gain while they're still eating maintenance, or they'll have to, meticulously track their calories. With keto, you don't necessarily have to worry about that because simply removing carbs is going to keep your insulin low, well, relatively lower, and it's not going to exclude muscle gain because you can still raise insulin appropriately enough to gain muscle mass. But the main thing is that you won't have to worry about counting calories and hitting this sort of numerical goal every day, because regardless of if you eat a larger amount of food or a lower amount, when your insulin is that low and that stable from ketogenic eating, so removal of carbs, you are not going to have insulin spikes that are going to cause fat gain. Okay, people refer to insulin as the fat storage hormone, and carbohydrates are the number one food that raise that hormone. So when we're looking at why it's easier to stay lean, it's not due to a total energy amount. You have to abandon that paradigm there because, as I always say, there's two sides of the weight and metabolism coin. There's the quantitative and the qualitative. And when we're looking at keto dieting as an approach, that is taking advantage of the qualitative side of the coin, because what it's doing is it's manipulating certain hormones so that you are not going to gain fat. When we're looking at the calorie counting side, that's the more quantitative side. And of course it can still work, but you basically you're backed into a corner there if you choose that approach when you're talking about maintaining a lean physique, because what's going to happen is you're basically going to have to force yourself to be in a calorie deficit every day, and besides how tedious that is, at the same time it comes at a certain cost because you're going to have to underfuel your body by its very nature. It's quantitative. You have to hit a certain goal numerically. So with keto, you don't necessarily have to hit that quantitative goal. You can eat intuitively. And even if you do eat more calories, you're still going to be in a relatively lower insulin state. Most people they haven't abandoned that paradigm yet. They haven't realized that they're integrated. There's two of them working holistically. And of course, when it comes to physique maintenance, that's going to be killer. And I challenge you to find a video of me in the last year or two where I'm not lean year-round, unless I've stated otherwise, that I'm trying a certain, I had an injury where I was just eating lots of food to get over that, or I intentionally got fat one year. And years prior, I also had done dirty bulks when I was younger and shit like that, which I don't advise. But besides that, it's relatively easy. But there is one more side note I want to end this video off with, and that is when we're looking at people who are trying to maintain leanness year-round, because they're most of the time adhering to that sort of quantitative approach with the calorie counting and trying to hit a certain goal while they still get to have, carbs every single day. And besides the fact that, carbs are a luxury energy source in nature and we're probably not designed to eat them year-round in the quantities we do, the thing is, when we're talking about hormone levels being balanced or remaining optimal, that's another huge benefit with keto here, because you're not underfueling your body, yet you're able to maintain a lean physique. And for a lot of people, maintaining a lean physique comes at the cost of down-regulating testosterone, down-regulating other sex hormones. Maybe for women, it could be messing with their hormonal cycle. Okay? The thing is, underfueling the body is never a good idea. And keto is simply a way that allows you to adequately fuel the body with total amounts of food, yet not the variety that's going to cause fat storage. because of that reduced insulin. Again, this is a very simplified version. Doesn't mean you can't have insulin spikes on keto. It simply means that on the whole, your insulin is generally going to be lower and more controlled. And if you look into that, one of the biggest predictors of longevity and overall health is maintaining low to moderate insulin levels and blood sugar levels by proxy of that. So the main thing is maintaining low insulin levels is going to benefit you in a lot of ways. And this is something that's very well documented. You could Google it, okay? But that's the big thing. This is why, when I'm 10% body fat most of the year, or slightly under, slightly over, I never have problems hormonally. There's never any problems with, how I feel every day, focus, sex drive, all that stuff. There's never any problems with that. So that's another great benefit with keto. And, I could talk about this stuff all day long. That's why I have an entire YouTube page on it, and I've been doing it for 9 years. So on that note, I also have a ketone giveaway that I made a video on recently. Basically, it's a very, very easy giveaway. I'm giving away 4 ketones, which are basically these things back here, these ketone supplements. Hold on. These ones, okay? I also have a new partnership with Azos, so discount codes dropping soon. I'm going to make a post about that. And basically, these guys are a fantastic nootropic supplement brand. I mean, I know the effort and the work ethic these guys have. Everything is crispy clean, okay? And back to the giveaway. These ketone supplements, I'm giving away 4 of them. These put you in ketosis right away and allow you to experience the benefits even if you've never done keto before. Of course, there are better ways to use this, and you don't want to start off with a super high dose because it might give you a stomach upset. But the main thing is here that this puts you in ketosis. You get mental focus, you get better workout performance, better ability to use oxygen, and on top of that, it's a killer appetite suppressant. So go figure out the details. The description will probably say all you have to do is basically send one of my videos to somebody and then DM me proof that you sent them a video on Instagram, and you also have to follow me on YouTube and Instagram. Very easy. My page is relatively small. This is an attempt to help grow that page and also give you a crazy chance of winning these things because my page isn't that large. Not much competition. So check it out. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Subscribe. Like the video. That's it. Anthony Romano. Peace.